And staying within the region, how amenable do you find local governments to discussing transformations and changes that are needed in regulation to allow fintech businesses like yours to operate there?
Well, that's a great question. They've actually done a tremendous job over the last 2 or 3 years, particularly in the Gulf countries, in enabling fintech companies to enter. If we look at SAMA in Saudi Arabia, the central bank, or the CBB in Bahrain, or similar entities in Kuwait, the UAE, and others, they've all established what's known as the Fintech Sandbox Initiative, which basically is aimed at enabling emerging fintech solutions to enter the market that were previously unregulated. And this is obviously much needed in a region like ours, where the population is so young and where the population is so demanding of new fintech services to satisfy their needs. And so we believe governments have actually been moving tremendously fast in the right direction.
Exactly, Hisham. And when there's so many problems to solve in the Middle East, it's a great opportunity for businesses like yours to thrive and for the startup ecosystem to continue to grow. I wanted to ask you about trust, though. And do you think it's getting harder for your end user to place trust in a product like yours in this environment, particularly when you look at scandals like Wirecard, for example, which has really thrown a light on financial services? It tells us that there are bad actors out there and that auditors as well have a lot to answer for.
Absolutely. I think trust is first and foremost one of our most important responsibilities as a company operating in this space. And I think the customer's trust is not something we should take lightly. I think this is first the responsibility of regulators to ensure that there are standard, well-defined, well-orchestrated regulations that can be followed and complied with by most players in the space. But I also think that stringent measures need to be put in place by the private sector to ensure that the standards that the private sector adheres to are high enough. We at Lean, for instance, prioritize cybersecurity, customer protection, and data privacy as one of our core pillars. And we go to great lengths to ensure that customers have all of those measures in place.